Hi guys, welcome back to the RC store. My name's Ammo. Another desktop boredom breaker for you guys today. So I want to give a huge shout out to Banggood for sending me this. This is the KF30 by KFPLAN. Now those of you that don't know or heard of KFPLAN, they are a budget RC brand that are making moves in the industry. They do everything from 1/10 scale and all the way down to something as small as this. Now this is a 1/43 scale, so it's quite small. However, these have been very popular around the world, and these are fantastic boredom breakers. So today is the perfect day for me to unbox this. It's absolutely hammering it down outside with rain, and I couldn't have chosen a better day because this will be fantastic for indoor fun. So I'm going to go through the box art with you guys, and then we'll go through an unboxing and we'll give it a blast on this desk, and let's see how good this actually is. Now if you want to pick one of these up, be sure to check out the link in the description. It does help support the channel, and if you want to do your little bit, feel free to click that link. Now these are cheap to buy. They're literally under £20 here in the UK. I believe they're like 17 odd pounds. So let's go through the box art and let's see what this thing's all about. So going through the box art, this is a 1/43 scale, as you can see, 4-wheel drive drift car. It is the KF30 by KFPLAN. So flipping the box around here, you can see some specifications on the controller. You can see you can switch the speed. You've also got the on and off switch. You've got a light switch. You've got a fully integrated gyro, which is adjustable. You can tune your speed, tune your steering, so the trim settings there, and also your left and right on the wheel with forward and reverse. Now this particular vehicle comes in 2 different colorways and 2 different models. One of them, the blue one, looks like a Mark II Golf Rally with some sort of body kit on it. These ain't licensed. And the other one looks a bit like a old 190E Cosworth crossed with a Chrysler 300C with a wide body. So over on this side here, it shows you some more specifications. It shows that it can do high-speed drifting, 4-wheel drive. It's got light control, speed adjustment, fully proportional controls. It's got a fully integrated gyro, Type-C USB charging, replaceable battery, replaceable body shell, replaceable tires and wheels as well. It's ready to run, running on 2.4 gigahertz. And then over at the bottom, it shows you which specification you've got. And it looks like we have got the black version, which is, like I said, it looks like a 190E Cosworth Mercedes crossed with a Chrysler 300C. So opening the box, you are welcomed by some instruction manuals just here. You got some nice protective foam, and then under there, you have got the car, you got some cones there. Let's get all of this out, unbox it, and we put it across the desk. So I've got everything spread across the desk. Let's see what it comes with. You've got the manual. Now the manual is very basic, as you can see. It comes in 2 different languages. You got Mandarin, and then over on this side, you do have the English version. You get a set of wheels and tires. So these are rubber tires and wheels. And then you've got some screws for them as well in case you misplace any of the screws on the actual car. USB-C charger, a screwdriver, you get 4 cones, and the controller itself. Now the controller itself, it's small, but it's pretty neat, to be fair. I think this is one of the nicer controllers that they've actually produced. So you do have a screw at the bottom. You remove this screw and the handle does come down, and you put 2 AA batteries in it. The handle itself does have a carbon fiber sort of look to it. It isn't carbon fiber, it's just the way it looks, and it helps with some additional grip. The actual wheel here has got a foam grip on it, and it also has a thumb steer, which is absolutely perfect. And then the settings that I went through on the unboxing, you've got them all at the top here. So your steering trim, your throttle trim, your gyro control, on and off switch, that's all located there. The trigger itself feels nice. To be fair, this actually feels like the right size for a car like this, and you can control it single-handedly as well, which is absolutely perfect. So looking at the car itself, you can now see how it looks like a wide body 190E Mercedes Cosworth from this angle, and then overlooking it from the front, it looks like a Chrysler 300C grille. From this angle, it looks like it's got a Mercedes C220 or C180 compressor rear backlights. You got 4 exhausts, you got a rear diffuser, you got the rear spoiler on there, and you do have a wide body kit, as you can see. Not bad for a little car, but I'm not sure where they were going with this in terms of looks. But hey, we're not going to judge. We're going to give this a blast and see how well this thing hooks up. So looking underneath the car, you can see the USB-C point right next to the on and off switch. And then you do have a tab just here. Now this tab does say open, which you literally twist. I'm going to twist that off for you guys now. So I've twisted that tab the other way, and this should lift the body off. Now I am doing this single-handedly, so bear with me. And yes, it does. It lifts the body off. So these bodies are interchangeable. And here you can see the electronic circuit board. You can see the receiver antenna sticking out, and you can see some cables in there for your lights. So not a great deal to see, but like I said, this is a fully proportional servo one here. You can see your little motor in the back just there on the gearbox. So switching the car on, you're presented by the headlights. They actually look really, really good, to be fair. The lights do. The cameras won't do it justice, but these lights actually do look cool. And then you have your tail lights over on the rear end. So the lights do actually change color on this. By pressing the light button on the controller, you can get it to go to blue lights, over to yellow lights. Now they look pretty cool. You can have them flashing. And then once again, to white lights. They look a bit bluey purple, but they are white. Look like HIDs, to be fair. And then once again, light blue, yellow, and then your orange strobe lights flashing. Over on the rear side, so you've got your tail lights on, and if you press the light switch to change the front lights, they don't actually change color, they stay red. However, once you go into the flashing mode, they do flash. Right, let's give it a bit of a blast on the desk. Let's see what it goes like. Okay, I'm just going to turn this setting up a bit. Right, it drifts and slides okay. But it does understeer a hell of a lot. So that's my honest opinion. I think when it comes to desktop boredom bashers, I think you need a bit more space for this. So let's go and find a larger area and let's actually give this some beans and give it a proper chance and a proper test. Right, we've got the car here. We're gonna put on some flashing lights and let's get into some action. Bad little car, to be fair. Like I said, for under £20, which is not a lot of money nowadays, and you can't really pick a lot up, this, I think you'd be silly not to stick in your basket. If you're already buying stuff on Banggood, just chuck it in. It'd be perfect for the kids, or like I said, a boredom breaker. Now, a boredom breaker don't have to be just for kids. It could be for yourself whilst you're at the office or at work, etc. Perfect little neat car. It's small enough to put in the palm of your hands. Can't complain. Like I said, on that run there, when you've got a large amount of space, well, not large, but more than a desk, it handles a lot better. It gives you more room and more controllability to get it to slide and drift out. My apologies for the echo in that room. A fantastic little car. Like I said, there's a link in the description if you want to pick one up, and be sure to check that out, and it does help support the channel. Guys, if you've enjoyed this content, please feel free to like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to smash that notification button, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.